Happy Sunday. Time to check the garden. Let's get going. Hope you got your coffee with you. Here we go. And I wanted to do this video just for anybody who's thinking about growing anything or trying to grow a little garden. And it's not too late this year to throw some seeds in and just see what you get. I'm no expert and I've never really done a full garden. I've done containers of tomatoes before, and last year I tried to just do these two little kiddie pools filled with stuff, but I found it was very hard to keep them hydrated enough. They would dry out really quick, and I just didn't think things had enough space for the roots to grow. They didn't thrive. They grew, but they didn't thrive. So that's what encouraged me this year to go a little bigger. And so here we are. Let's take a look. We got our potatoes here, and I'm not sure. These might be a little dry. They probably need some watering. But I thought it was going to rain today, but the sun's out this morning. So I'll check the weather and see. It's a little bit cooler this morning. And our strawberries are doing good. Here we go. Looks like we get a ripe one right in there. And then our volunteer cucumber that came up must have been left over from last year. And our tomatoes that we're waiting to get ripe. And I wanted to show you on the top here. I don't know, it seems like we stopped growing. I thought I was gonna get little tomatoes on these, but it just seems like just not forming any new tomatoes. So I don't know what I did wrong, or maybe they need more water, too much water. I'm not sure. But we are going to get some tomatoes. We'll see what happens with the top parts. Yeah. See that? They flowered like they were going to tomato, but then no tomato formed. So, not sure what went wrong, but ready to show them the big garden, Benny? Hey, she listens as good as the dogs do. Let's go to the big garden. Okay, let's see what goes on in the big garden today. So we have our endive here, which I never really had endive. I tried the leaves and it was a bit bitter for me, so I don't know. I'm going to pull that out. I don't know what to do with it. We'll recycle that back into the ground. And my peas, I don't know why. I think I disturbed the roots when I was pulling weeds, and they just kind of quit growing on me. Sad but true. These down here are doing a little better, but I'm not pulling the weeds from in between them. But you can see here, that looks like it's gonna form a pod on there, and there are some pods over here. So if I could keep my fingers out of the root system, it'll be okay. In fact, it looks like some of them may be ready to harvest there. My favorite is to eat the peas raw. I never really cared for them otherwise, maybe in a soup or something. But, so my fall plant here is spinach, and I don't know if you can see, kind of coming up there. Looks like, oh, here's a better one. There we go. And our corn is nice and tall. Well, new things. So here's our corn, and we are getting some what's going to be tassels on there. And if I put my coffee down, I can show you where we're going to get some ears of corn, hopefully. That's our goal. To have, look at the silks. And over here is some more. They're not as tall as the farmers' fields around here, but they are, the tallest one is up to my shoulders. So we'll see what we get. And here we get the banana pepper and our marigold down there. And I think we need to go this way. There we go. Look at that nice pepper on there. Going to probably harvest some banana peppers today. Look at them. Beautiful. Back there. See that? And what else do we got? There's our bee balm. Probably going to grab some of that and get it dried. It's looking nice. Back up here. Look at these peppers on there. And here we go. Some more banana peppers. And here we have some more radishes, because I'm not giving up on the radishes. Look at them coming up. I'm happy with that. That I believe to be a volunteer pepper right there. And the kale, which isn't really thriving either. It's looking better this week than it was last week. So maybe we'll get some kale out of this. Look at, if I harvested it all now, we could have a little bit of soup. Sausage and kale soup. Right, Benny? She's too busy. And lettuce. Oh, and here we go from my hidden treasure video. I salvaged the box. I was going to repaint it, and then I thought, nah, I'll let it be authentic. Just the way it is. And so in here, we have some kale, which is coming up, because I wasn't happy with the current kale. And some more kale with a little bit of lettuce mixed in. And back here, starting to sprout, look at how beautiful, are more peas. Right, Benny? We planted more peas. And I gave the peas this nice trellis. I don't know if you could see it beyond the netting that we have around the garden, which seems to be working, by the way. I forgot to show you those cherry tomatoes in the pots. You can see they're doing well, and they're coming in there. We're getting ripe ones, a couple every day, which we immediately pop in our mouths. So nice and sweet. And here I planted some echinacea and the zinnias that I planted. Look at that. That's probably about 2 weeks ago now, the zinnias. But the peas and the kale and lettuce here was just last week. I got a good day in the garden. And I need a little lemon balm. Probably going to dry some of that out too. It seems to be thriving. And we have our volunteer cucumber here. A little late, I know, but I think I'll get a couple cucumbers. Look at, there's one growing right there. Our pumpkins back there, we'll go take a closer look. Plenty of bees. Every morning the bees are around. See that one in there. Which are doing well. Green beans. Flower. Not sure if I should be worried about the leaves. And back here we have another big zucchini. We're going to harvest that and do some zucchini bread. Our carrots, which are looking good, but I seem to have trouble with root vegetables, so we're going to hope we get some nice little carrots out of this. And over here is our beets, our marigolds. Look at how pretty. And then we get our bell peppers. Got a bell pepper on there. And the mint. I may harvest some of that. It doesn't seem to be thriving as good as the other bee balm and lemon balm. Here's our pepper from last week. There's another one on there. So the bell peppers are starting to form. I don't know if any of these other ones have. Our cherry tomatoes in here are a tangled mess, but there's tomatoes on there. They just need to get ripe. You can see that nice bunch there. And see, these buds look a little better, like they might form more tomatoes, unlike the ones outside of the fenced garden. There it is, our little harvest. We have the bee balm, some green beans, tomatoes, banana peppers, one strawberry, couple peas, zucchini, and I also did some lemon balm.